it's Enestor and I'm back with another Wi-Fi battle against my buddy Lyeiir. You guys should go check him out, and he has a lot of threats on his team. Unlike me, I just have a whole bunch of Pokemon I can't get but with Pokebang. So I decided to lead off with my Skarmory, just thinking, I don't know. So he decides to go for the Hammer Arm with the Swampert, and I'm like, alright, I can live whatever attack he wants to go for. I could set up a layer of spikes. So I decided to go for the Aerial Ace, just trying to see what I can do, and he decides to go for the Hammer Arm again. So I'm starting to see that this damage is a little high considering I'm max defense Skarmory. So I think he might be Choice Banded, so I go for the Protect, trying to see if it is, and then I decide to switch out and really risk it for the Biscuit and do my H-Slash, and then he decides to switch out, so it definitely confirms that he's Choice, because if he wasn't, he would have gotten like the Earthquake and the Storytelling. So I go into my Blade form and Flash Cannon this Mandibuzz, but as we all know, Mandibuzz is super bulky, and even though I max special attack, that still does nothing. This Mandibuzz doesn't even have special defense investment, Lyeiir told me after the battle. So I go for the King Shield, predicting the knockoff or foul play, one of the two. So now seeing that he's probably going to go for the knockoff, I think I wanted to switch out, but I think I just went for the Flash Cannon, knowing that I already used my Citrus, or I think I had Citrus Berry in this battle. I really need some leftovers, so yeah, I finally get the special defense fall with my Flash Cannon. I'm like, alright, he'll most likely retreat into, I don't know, maybe Ivysaur. But I did not predict that. I go for the King Shield again, and I'm just like, wow. I'm just looking back on this, and I'm like, wow, I'm doing some pretty dumb plays. So I switch out to my Gonzap, predicting him to go for the Sleep Powder, and Gonzap was essentially the most useless player on this team since he no longer has Sturdy. So this Mega Venusaur is just going to be the most annoying thing in this entire battle, essentially. It's going to just do so much work against my team. It's going for the Giga Drain. My Gonzap refuses to wake up, and for some reason, I still don't understand how I can avoid Leech Seed when I'm fast asleep. Lyeiir was just raging at that because he was like, how does a sleeping Pokemon avoid attacks like that? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. So I'm predicting something like a Giga Drain coming in, so I switch out right to my Special Wall, and I'm totally straight. And as you can see, that barely did anything, so I'm starting to think, yeah, I'll be fine against this Venusaur. So I'm predicting maybe a Leech Seed or Sleep Powder. So I'm like, alright, I don't want I'm straight to actually be dealing with this, or he might go for the Sludge Bomb. So I switch right out to my Gonzap, and he goes for the Sludge Bomb. I'm like, yes, I'm making some predictions, and he goes for the Leech Seed. I'm like, please wake up, Gonzap, and set up some spikes. So that might have been a misplay. I'm pretty sure it was definitely a misplay. Getting damage on this thing definitely could have been much better than whatever. But as you see, that Aerial Ace did pitiful damage because I don't have any attack investment on Gonzap, and this Giga Drain's just gonna destroy me even from that range, even though I'm quad resistant. So there goes my Gonzap, and I'm like, oh crap, I have nothing for this Infernape now. So I send out my Alakazam, hoping that my Mega Evolution will take out this beast of a monster. I don't know how to describe it. Mega Venusaur is just so bulky, especially. So I go for the special attack, and it lives it. I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna fall asleep now. I'm just gonna be having an awful time. So I switch right out. I do believe I went into my H-Slash. No, I went to my I'm totally straight, predicting some kind of like special move. And he got a crit, and I'm like, whatever, it's not gonna be a big deal. Even if he goes for the Sludge Bomb, I'm pretty sure I can live it. And as you guys can see, I still lived the Sludge Bomb. I didn't even have a light screen up. So I'm like, yes, Sylveon, you are the man, even though you seem pretty feminine. And I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to see what he's trying to do. I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to do. So he's just trying to just get as much health back from my Sylveon as possible. And I'm just here moonblasting, just trying to get a special attack drop. So I don't get it on the first time, just after a whole bunch of Leech Seed and leftovers loss. You guys will see that I won't be getting any special attack drop on this Venusaur, which is super unfortunate because I don't believe I decided, my Sylveon decided to live as long as the light screen lived. So as soon as it died, it decided to take out the light screen with it. So that was super unfortunate. And this guy, this Lyeiir guy, just keeps getting greedy with the Giga Drains. He doesn't just want to kill me with a Sludge Bomb. No, he just wants to get as much HP back before I die of this Leech Seed. This is just a cruel way to go. I'm sorry, Sylveon. I didn't mean for you to die like this. But knowing that I can probably do whatever I want with my Heracross, I decided to switch that in, and I go for the Mega Horn. And as you guys can see, I wasn't able to kill that thing. I'm like, ah, crap, I'm pretty boned at this point. So now I'm thinking he's probably gonna predict me just going for the, like, I don't know. I didn't want to take the risk of the Mandibus coming in, probably taking that attack up. But he switches to his Galvantula, predicting, I don't know, any of my Pokemon to go. So fearing the Sticky Web, I stayed in. But he goes for Thunder, revealing he's a Life Orb set. So I'm like, alright, I can take this thing out easily with a Shadow Ball. And I do quite that. And I was pretty surprised if he didn't try to set up Sticky Web. So he sends out his shiny Latios. I couldn't tell if that was Latios or Latios in this game because I don't know the difference in their form. So I did a King Shield trying to see what he does. He goes for Surf. So I'm pretty sure I can live one of these. I do live it pretty nicely, and then after the Citrus Berry, I pretty much have the same amount of HP as I had before. So I go for the Shadow Ball, and I'm like, yeah, that's a dead Latios right there. Sorry, but he didn't care. He said the Latios didn't really matter for this battle specifically. So I'm switching stances, predicting like the knockoff or foul play to take out my Aegislash. But no, he predicts that and goes for the rest. I'm like, damn, I probably could have taken that thing out or done some serious damage or something. I'm not sure what I could have done against this Mandibus, but getting any damage on it would have definitely made this battle a lot easier. So he hits me really hard with that foul play. I'm like, oh crap, this Flash Cannon's barely gonna do squat. Didn't even reach it, the yellow at all. I'm like, ah, crackers. And I'm hoping that he might go for, actually I overpredict him again. I go for the King Shield, and then he goes for the Roost. And I'm like, ah, crap, I'm just being outplayed right now. So this Lyeiir guy, he's just beating me on every single level, so I just left my Aegislash to die. But he does survive with 5 HP. I'm like, alright, I can just Flash Cannon and hope to God he decides to be greedy with the roosting again, and I can just attack him again. But no, he goes for the safe foul play, which I would have done anyways. So there goes my Aegislash, and I decided to send in my Garchomp, I believe. No, I send in my Heracross, and I go for the save Mega Horn, because that would have, I'm pretty sure that can kill in that range, as long as it didn't miss. So there goes that threat of the Mandibus. So now I'm thinking, alright, this Infernape is definitely just going to destroy my life. So now I'm just going to have to switch out and pretty much stack, or let my Hammerhead take a hit, because unfortunately this thing does not have rough skin. So I knew I pretty much could live in Infernape Fire Punch because I resist it and I have pretty decent defense already. So he switches in his Venusaur, just trying to bait me into doing something or make me waste a move, I don't know. Get a safe switch into a Swampert. So I'm like, alright, this thing might go for a Waterfall. So let's switch into this Alakazam and let it die. Yeah, I'm sorry, so Alakazam, you did nothing. You pretty much made that Mega Venusaur die, so I guess you did something. So I send down my Heracross, I'm like, alright, close combat, everything, that's all I can hope for, and I kill the Swampert. I'm like, alright, I'm definitely gonna die to this Infernape. I can't let Hammerhead go in on a, I don't know, Fire Punch. So Heracross, I'm sorry buddy, but you're gonna die to a Fire Punch quite easily because, I don't know, you have terrible defenses. And then Infernape has pretty nice attack and life orb. So I send him my Hammerhead. I'm like, please live this close combat. And he lives with 7. I'm like, oh my god, I won with this Earthquake. And I had to make sure I clicked Earthquake. And I was pretty happy with that one. It was a good battle here. Definitely check out his channel. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a rating. But this has been Enestor, and I'll see you guys later. Oh god, I only have Pin Missile. Let's see how lucky I feel. Oh, it faked me out, so it didn't even matter what I did. So, let's try this again. Pin Missile, let's see how lucky I'll get. Oh, Light Screen, it's faster than me. This is going to be super unfortunate for my special attacking Pokemon. But, I don't care. I'm physically attacking